Ready, Corey?
Yeah,
what's up, everybody?
It was super, super, super slick the entire time, which was pretty ridiculous. So slick that we just had to give up and move the cars.
That's what I thought we were talking about.
Okay, yeah. Cars. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Flannel panel. We have Corey, and we've missed him. We have Ty. We've missed him lately too, and we got the ever constant Troy.
Can't get rid of him.
Can't get rid of him.
Everybody. Well, we don't want to get rid of him.
What the hell?
Look at that guy. He's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that Dixon flannel. Love it.
Just got this in.
Did you? What is it?
No, this is the I think it's called the Raven. I don't know if it's a Baltimore Raven, but it's real. It's either black or maybe a little purple in it. But it's got the so I don't know what the reference is. If it's an Edgar Allan Poe thing or a football thing, but I like
either way works.
Yeah. Nice. Wouldn't pick you as a purple guy.
Yeah, I would say it's more of a blackish gray, but I don't know for sure. I'm not big on colors.
Fair enough. Not big on colors. Well, what's going on, fellas? It's been a while.
It has been. Yeah.
We got some
it's funny. I'm ready to have a drink with somebody. But
yeah.
Need an excuse.
Yeah, last week I was hurting. I had this cold all weekend. I had a head cold, just took me out. I don't know what this one is, but you cannot get the sinus like stuff, whatever you want to call it, out of your nose. It just sticks. It's gross. So I would say I'd blame it on my kids, but I've been working too late at night, not sleeping much, and I think that's what's killing me.
What?
Yeah,
Weird.
life.
Weird.
I blame my kids still anyway.
You tried the neti pot where you pour stuff up your nose?
I haven't tried the neti pot yet. It kind of freaks me out a little bit, to be honest.
You don't want to waterboard yourself in order to clean
Yeah, I'd have to be awful sick to try that.
Yeah. Although my wife bought me this like nasal spray stuff that you have to kind of snort, and I still don't know how to use it. I'm not sure what it does, but yeah. Have you ever tried that? Not it's only nasal spray. It's medical. It's not aftermarket.
Snort that makes your nose run?
Like Afrin?
All right.
Not since the 80s.
Don't think I can answer that question on the other.
Powder or a spray?
And on that note, Jason made it here.
I always prefer the powder.
Coming in hot too. Coming in hot. And not saying saline. Yeah, it is some sort of saline stuff. It's definitely salty. Not the powder.
I don't even know what.
Yeah, that right out of the gate. Jesus.
Dive and jump clap. I don't even know what the hell's going on.
He doesn't know what we're talking about. He just figures he's down to jump
You
clap.
just got to hit the jump clap right on the way in.
I heard warm and salty.
Yeah,
I mean, that's all you
He
need.
did say it was salty. So.
My brain will take over the rest.
I love it.
Allow it.
Oh, right. We got Conway here. Evening,
Yes.
gents and Nat. Good to see you, Conway. Andrew West is here.
Nice.
I think he might have warm weather right now compared to you guys.
Warmer than Conway, maybe.
Yeah. It could be. And as always, we have Nat. Special shout out for the title today because I was running late and she's the best. So
I actually almost forgot to put a flannel on tonight, and I was like, no, that'd be 2 in a row. Like Conway may just be done with me.
Yeah.
So I went. Yeah.
he'd be sending Troy to off you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Troy's been busy with that line of work lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot people need killing. You know what I mean?
It's good to have a guy.
Yeah.
I got a guy.
Gotta have a guy.
No, there for about an hour. I actually thought Casey's Jeep was stolen last week, and I was
I
Me
thought so
too.
too.
kind
Yeah.
of disappointed to find out Grease bought it.
So that was a joke? Oh, that's what happened.
When Will laughed, I was like, oh, okay. Someone's up here. Yeah.
Yeah. It took me forever to catch on. I was like, I don't. The
I
picture.
just barely did right now.
Yep.
Is that the same Jeep that Casey sent all the pictures of, like, of every fast food restaurant in Kentucky?
I think
They're
so.
doing the drive-through
Mhm.
crew.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the drive-through crew.
Remember
Yeah, and
how many chili dogs he ate in that thing?
Yeah, he said he was really going to miss that Jeep too, so that it was a special to him. So I wouldn't blacklight it if I was Grease.
Yeah. Although Grease seems like the guy that would throw the black lights in for driving lights.
Ooh,
You know,
Does horsey sauce show up under a black light?
yes,
is that salty?
yes, it does.
This is taking such a weird turn in the
It's
first
every
like
way
You're
you
welcome.
would like to mean it.
I'm just
Yes,
trying to
it
make
does.
fun of Grease. Hey, can we take 1 second just to mention, and people who watch the show don't know what I'm talking about, but I just want to bring up Grease's beard just for 1 second. What have you seen that?
We have a friend that just reminds his beard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you undo that? I think I would shave my face and start over.
You know, it's funny because a while ago when I was feeling my age, I went to my stylist and asked her about dyeing my beard, and she says, "I will never do that for you. I refuse."
Solid
'Cause
advice.
all you look like is a man who dyed his beard, and
Yeah.
your salt and pepper is just fine.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I have a buddy at work.
I mean, let's be fair. Like, to be fair,
to be fair.
Grease also Botoxes. So, like, we're dealing with a unique strain of individual here.
Yeah, it's bougie.
I mean, it's
Bougie
we're inside
maybe.
baseball. It's okay. I mean, I'll give him credit. If we didn't know that before, it's okay. Like, you know, I mean, it's not, you know what I'm saying.
If it wasn't that like direct line from his hair to the beard, it wouldn't be so bad. But there's like a Sharpie mark where it's like, okay, I'll color this now. So it's
I
a
don't
fairly
think his beard was that
drastic
color when he was
transition.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a kid in high school that was growing in very patchy beard, like trying to grow a high school beard that was not full enough to be a beard. And he rolled in one day having just for men, like what random fuzziness was going on. And I was like, wow, you've managed to make it 100 times worse with that move. I'm going to go with that's just yeah, it's not.
I feel like if you pull something like that, you put your wife in a bad position because she's got to look at you in the face. You're gonna like ask, "What do you think?" And what's her answer? Like either, "Well, it looks good, honey," or
Yeah,
"You look ridiculous." So I think you learn a lot about your wife in situation.
That's a good question because all of us have been married for a little while now.
yep.
What would your wife say to you in that instance? I'll start. My wife would be like, "You're an idiot. Go shave
That's
that
true.
off."
Same.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I'd have to be able to grow facial hair first. Like I will never experience that. So
I'm the exact opposite. I shaved my beard once, and Nat says, "I love you. Never do that again."
Oh,
It was just too
I
much
look like a
face.
50-year-old baby.
that's the strangest statement. Like,
yeah.
how does that work?
Yeah.
50-year-old baby? Like that's like the epitome of
Yeah,
oxymoron.
the
Like
Benjamin
picture
Button.
like Elmer Fudd in a diaper.
Pretty much. You're not far off. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, it is Whiskey Wednesday, and what are you guys sipping on tonight?
Well, I just finished off a bottle of Wilderness Trail, and I've moved on to some of this Traverse City barrel proof. We're killing bottles.
All right.
Nice.
We're not gonna kill this one because I have to work.
There's a lot in there. But
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I actually have a theme tonight.
Oh.
Starts off with the Instagram because earlier in the week on our stream, I noticed that Dixon and all you badass sneakerheads are throwing up these
That's
pairing sneaks with whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to jump in, but I don't have any decent sneakers, so I figured we'll go with what we know. So I did a Dixon flannel, which I thought was, and I included Dixon in there. And so as if you've seen the show or seen the clip, I'm actually drinking and wearing what was in the picture.
There you go.
So I'm thinking
UXO.
I might start doing a few pairings and posting it up, and
I love that.
and do a
Nice.
little sneak peek on what I'm drinking, what I'm going to be wearing.
And Dixon tagged you in that.
He
In
did,
his
yeah.
version. Yeah. With Ty's fancy shoes.
I'll be
That's
the first
right.
one to say I was pretty proud of that pairing. And I only have like a handful more to do. So,
Yep.
and
Based on all those pictures, Corey desperately needs to do a custom pair and send to Dixon.
oh, that would be amazing.
Probably.
I will fully sponsor that
Oh, I'll chip in.
business move.
Find out what size shoe he wears.
I have it. I will get that to you.
Cool.
That's not weird at all, right?
No.
Seems a little weird.
It's a little
Oh,
weird. I
yeah.
mean,
Depends how far you go with that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
Corey,
get a
you got
freebie.
time? Get that done maybe by the end of the week, maybe.
Yeah. I'll get back to you on that.
I have an inside baseball question on that one too, Corey.
Mhm.
What kind of paint do you use? Do you acrylic and then seal it, or is there a special kind of paint? That
Yeah,
you use?
Anglius is a leather sneaker paint.
Okay.
So you just have to paint like thin coats so that it's not thick because that would crack. So it's just a bunch of prep. You have to like use acetone to take the coating off of the sneakers first, and then prep them and masking tape off the stuff that you don't want paint on, and then paint them, and then you let them sit and dry and whatnot. You actually clear them. I use like a matte clear though, not a shiny clear, because you don't want them to look fake. So kind of like a matte clear coat will make it look like it's pretty natural, like they came that way. If you do a really sharp job painting in the edges and stuff like that, it looks pretty real. So
Nice.
I was like, Gabby's look and have held up amazingly.
yeah,
So,
and that's
awesome.
that's the test, right? If a teenager wearing them doesn't kick the paint off of them, you're in fairly good shape.
And she does. I mean, hers are definitely her special occasion shoes.
For
but
sure.
She has worn them a handful of times and they've held up well. So.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually let y'all in. Oh, Ty on this one. I was on the Nike website trying to be cool, and they actually have this really cool pair of the dunk lows with tartan or flannel. There's a flannel pair of shoes, and I was gonna buy them, and they don't have my size. They only had like above 11. So I know you know Ty could probably. They were badass looking. They were the just red flannel on the front and
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to try to buffalo check some of the insets on some sneakers. I'm sure I will at some point. I was just I got a little bit overwhelmed with the amount of masking tape that would be involved to do perfectly straight lines.
oh yeah.
And then I was like, maybe another time.
Maybe later.
So have you been on shoe focus lately, or are you still doing paintings as well?
Well, it's been mostly sneakers because so for Christmas, I told the boys I'd paint them a pair of sneakers. So I'm trying to find a couple photos so I could sneak some in there. But that's been kind of where I've been stuck because I'm trying to get them caught up. So I got Cody's finished, and then I finished Carter's yesterday, and then Team Italy wants a bunch of pink and black on his pair of sneakers. So they'll be super bright. So we'll get those done. And then I've got to do a pair for Ty. And then I've got a pair of white Air Jordans.
Oh, wow.
Oh
Yeah.
those
Let me
are
see.
sexy.
Can I share that? I think I have.
You can.
I just sent you a copy of the one on Flannel Panel. I don't know if I can't post it because my picture's terrible.
Hold, please.
Yeah.
Time out. Troy's going
Anyway.
to sleep over shoes.
Oh yeah, start talking about it.
I'm making notes. I'm making notes.
There it
Those are
is.
badass.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at those.
So he wanted all orange and black.
That's cool.
They look stellar. And those were all white to begin with, correct?
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I have the.
Oh, no, they did have the black cuff, right?
Yeah, just a black cuff.
Cool.
They were these old. That.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Okay.
So you added the orange. It looks awesome, man.
They look so good. The like light orange on orange highlights is so rad looking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with those.
Yeah. Well, I can F with Adidas. They fit my Flintstone feet. Nike is usually pretty narrow.
Jason, did you
stole
go through a shoe phase? I mean, you ever into shoes? I mean, that was never a thing.
I wanted to be. They just never fit.
You
I don't know if just because we didn't have
wanna
money.
be. He still wants to be.
Yeah.
I've tried. Yeah. How do I say? Yes, but for the same reason I collect everything else. There's just so many cool individual ways. I found on the Nike website. Matter of fact, I've designed probably 10 or 12 versions of the Air Force Ones because you can go on and customize Air Force. I've made all these different ones for my son, and my son just keeps buying them. I love designing them. It's just like when we played Forza. I would sit there all day and design the cars, and set the cars up, and he would actually drive them. I mean,
So Troy, you're not a big shoe guy?
No, I guess I've never. I don't know. I just was wondering if it was an age thing or if it's just something I never got into. But I guess I guess until recently, I never really had the money for cold kicks. I mean,
We're spending a lot of whiskey currently.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
kicks.
Yeah.
I've always been one of those people that buys a pair of shoes and wears them to the ground and then just buys another pair most of the time.
Yeah, like I wore Reeboks until people started liking them again, and then I don't wear them anymore. You know what I mean?
Like Carhartt too, right?
Yeah. I've always just like a year or two behind the curve.
Yep. I have a lot of sneakers, so
Same.
I could be because I collect every damn thing else. So if I let myself jump into it, I would definitely go overboard.
Yep.
This is a sudden change of subject, but I just found this again. If we don't drink this sample soon, I'm going to drink it.
yeah.
Which
What
one
is
is it? Oh, that's
This is
the
that
Mike
Clay
Williams.
Williams.
That's like 6 months ago,
Oh.
and
I have it somewhere.
I can't be expected to hold on to this
Responsible.
forever.
Yeah. Troy's like,
Speaking of
if I drink
samples,
any more of this
somebody-
other one.
I
Heard
mean,
that you had a
Ian
good one.
needs to pour a sample. Ian
That's
needs
what I
to
was
pour a
thinking.
sample.
Oh.
So Troy, just pour that one too. And
In case of emergency, break glass. You know how many emergencies I've had and not broken this glass?
So this is Jason. Why am I drinking this right now?
Jason will appreciate this sample.
I will absolutely, from what I gather. So Ian is a member of our fantasy football league.
I wouldn't say a member.
You are a
I
founding member. What are you talking
I
about?
sort of participate.
Just because you're bad at it doesn't mean you're not part of it.
I'm not even bad at it.
You did well.
I don't
the
do
first
it.
year you did really well. Well, okay.
Yeah. I think
So
that's
anyway, Ian was unfortunate enough to come in last, and the punishment for this fantasy league is the last place team gets to drink a sample from all the other teams was as bad. So he has to drink.
This is
There's a
weird.
16 team league, so he has 16 or 15 really bad whiskey samples coming his way.
Well,
And
except in 2 years, no
Yeah.
one sent him a sample. I am not in the league, and my sample got there first. Just
true.
'cause
Yeah.
I want to get rid of what is in his glass.
well, and I want to call collusion because
like
the first year,
Yep.
the first
It's
year
just a
we
plain
did,
bottle, right? No stickers.
Unmarked. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first year we did this, I came in last, and everybody was more than happy. I got a box of everybody's samples,
I know.
including Ian's, which I'm cooking up something really special for you.
It wasn't that bad.
You sent me
Real
Ardbeg
nice.
and Crown Apple.
No.
Did you drink them
Or what
together?
was it? It was Crown. No, it
It
was blended.
was it was Knob Creek 120 proof,
Okay,
Jim Beam apple,
Jim Beam Apple,
something Jim Beam honey,
and then something very
and then
peated.
Ardbeg.
Yeah.
All four of them mixed together in a 1 ounce sample.
Ooh.
It actually smelled delicious.
It smelled delicious, and,
And then you
tasted
taste it, and
delicious.
you almost puke.
Like initially, it tastes like okay, but then it tastes like a compost pile.
Exactly.
It's exactly what it because it had all the really overripe fruit and then peat moss, so it tasted like a compost pile.
Yeah,
Oh, I
so
don't
it
know
was
what to think of this,
vomit
Ty.
and despair on the finish.
I was trying to look up what you're actually drinking. I may have to go find the bottle, but
This you don't know?
well, I know, but I don't. I don't know. I know,
Oh.
but I don't know.
Is it safe?
Yeah, it's safe.
Okay.
I mean,
I
it's
was-
Yeah.
terrible.
Is it safe?
I was gonna send you
So-
Floki.
We did a similar to what Troy did, a barn night at home during the pandemic when we were all at home, and
Yeah.
one of them was science. So we had to do something with science. And for science, I tried to go really creative, and I tried, you know how you smoke whiskey or a cocktail with like hickory wood or apple wood or whatever. I decided to use pipe tobacco, light it, capture the smoke, and then try and infuse the whiskey in the pipe tobacco smoke, because I'm like, doesn't that sound good? It was terrible. That's what this smells like. Scotch with pipe tobacco on it.
It's
But
not
like
a bad thing.
funky
Oh.
scotch. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Not
Well,
sure
you,
about this.
you will hear in a second.
Yeah, it's
What?
like
Oh wow.
Yep, there it is.
Nope, that's terrible.
It'll grow on you.
Oh, it's black licorice. Like completely black licorice.
Man.
You know when you go to your grandma's and they have that like rock hard jar of rock hard black candies,
yeah.
the black licorice that's
In the,
been
like,
sitting there for
brown
7
paper
years, and you
bag?
try and chew them and it like
Mhm.
takes a tooth out. Yeah, that's exactly what this is, and it's terrible.
I was like, I don't like black licorice, so that would explain why I don't like it. But
Maybe a little orange in there. It's terrible. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what this is.
Corey could probably guess what it is. Oh,
Is Corey muted?
yeah. I was like, that didn't come through.
Oh, no
Nothing.
audio. Technical difficulties.
Son of a. He's cussing right now. Conway, fill in the blanks for us.
Yeah.
No good son of a
Mother. Beep, beep, beep. Nope.
How about now?
There
Boom.
you go.
Is that back?
yeah.
Yep.
You're back.
Okay. Weird. Is it Lost CK Rye?
Ding, ding, ding.
What is
Yeah, I think, but it's finished. I think it's like Laws, Seacale, finished.
Oh.
Saunterness or
Oh,
Saunterness.
Sauternes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, that whole barrel was rested in ass for 4 years and then bottled.
That's
Yeah.
expensive. If you know
It is
your ass market, that's not cheap.
Yeah.
Especially the shipping costs on that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
felt bad, man. Like, so I went on the tour. It's a Colorado distillery in Denver, right?
Yeah.
And I went on their tour, and there was nobody on the tour. Like, it was me and like one other person. So they're running us through the tour, and they're trying
This is why.
to be super kind. They had a barrel proof that was pretty good, and they had like a,
Mhm.
I want to say a bottled in bond that was pretty good, and then they were talking about this rye that they had that was this award-winning rye, right? And I've been playing along. They're a young distillery. I get it. I don't have, like I'm usually all for people like aging up their stuff and everything. And they were like, we have this award-winning rye, and it's this special grain, and it's this CKL rye, and they were all up in it. And the tour lady poured it in the Glen, and I took one whiff on it, and I made like a oh shit face. And she was like, try it. Whew. And I couldn't. I really wanted to not make a face, and I made a total face when I drank it. And she was like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "I don't think that one's for me," which is a polite "go fuck yourself." So that's yeah, it's terrible. It's all gas and like burnt rubber and roasted licorice, and like it's just it's all the things
Right
that
up Jason's alley.
Yeah, Jason might
Oh,
love
no.
this.
Oh, I hate licorice with a.
Oh, then you will
Yeah,
hate
it's
this.
got a burnt rubber smell.
Yep.
That I could
Yeah,
not-
it's got a liquid, not a liquid, rubber eraser or
Yes,
whatever
if
that
you
is.
burnt a pink eraser, it would smell.
Yeah.
That's what that whiskey would smell like. It's weird, man.
Or rubber cement. You ever dealt with rubber cement that you kind of like tack stuff together with?
And come on, look at me.
Yeah, you're a crafty fellow. Yeah,
I've sniffed my fair share of cement.
Yeah.
that's what it smells like.
So I took a bottle of their 4-grain home, and I took like a barrel proof home. I did not take the rye home.
Yep. The 4-grain's decent, for sure. It's not bad. My brother, he'll never see this, I don't think, but my brother bought me the CKL rye and was so proud of it because he loves them. Like, for whatever reason, he is all in on laws and like supports them, goes to the distiller, and he brought me this expensive bottle, and I was like, it took me like 3 years to get through that thing.
Is this 80 laws?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so this one I bought because it was like a finished one, and I was heading camping, and I was like, okay, like, yeah, and no,
it's the worst whiskey I've ever tried.
Wow.
I think it's
Challenge
right up there.
accepted.
Yeah, well, bring it on.
I did like
Yeah.
like an Iron Maiden looking thing that was like a barrel 666. Like they're
Oh,
they're dudes
yeah.
that are like these should be my dudes, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like their people are super cool. They're doing it the right way. There's a cool fish and chips place just down the street from the distillery that had European football on. Like it was checking a lot of boxes. That was just the one that I really, really hated. But you know what? Every distillery's got one that I really, really hate. So that's fine.
Oh,
Ooh, what's Buffalo Trace's?
Fireball.
you can't hate Fireball.
You know, I never
That's
tasted Fireball
not
until
true at all.
Oh, I do.
months ago.
Come
Easy
on.
drinking. It goes down
Ooh.
easy.
It's
Yeah.
gross.
For me, it has nothing to do. I just don't like artificial cinnamon. So
Oh,
That'll
Fireball's
give you
awesome.
one hell of a hangover though. The next day I could
Yeah,
understand why
don't
I
drink
felt
much
so
of it.
bad.
But on
We
the golf
drank
course,
a lot of Fireball fishing 2 years ago.
yeah.
Oh, you're gonna fit in October, Corey.
Oh,
You're gonna have to be on Team Red Boat though, because Team Blue Boat stays away from Fireball.
Do not like the Fireball. So here's the problem. It wants to like me. Like
it just gravitates towards me. What can I do?
I'm like, the first one's terrible, and then the second one is like, okay, that's a little better. And then the third one, I'm like, all right, we'll just drink it straight out of the bottle. It'll be fine. And then, then time traveling happens, and then we don't remember getting back to dock. So, yeah, we don't. Fireball and I don't agree.
There you go.
I can't. Yeah, this is terrible.
I'm trying to scroll back through my Instagram feed because I remember taking a picture of it at the cabin, and so I'm trying to figure out how long I've had that bottle.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Troy, you should get, if Troy has enough of this, you should get it and just full out throw one of your bar night at homes.
Oh,
That stuff?
Yeah, but you don't drink it. You don't drink it though.
Oh, just let the other.
You make your sample be like someone like Wild Turkey 101. Everybody else has to drink it.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
That would be so nice.
you know who? I mean, I do those bar night at homes with Clint, Dustin,
Tomorrow.
and Eric. Yeah, we got one tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You should throw
Screw those
one.
guys.
Make them
This,
drink.
That would be
crap.
hilarious.
Yeah.
This Toy Hill I only had once, and it was at Newman's, and I might have had a few
Yeah.
before I got to it, allegedly.
You rocking the Coy Hill?
Or fire at the Coy Hill.
did
Oh,
you
yeah.
open it?
Yeah, you said we were drinking it.
Oh shit! I didn't open it. I'm still drinking this other rocket stuff.
Jesus, am I the director of activities? What is happening?
Welcome to the senior center.
Troy was all
I'm
like,
still
"We're
trying to
gonna
do
drink
this. This
Coy
is-
Hill." I'm like, all right, well, let's drink this Coy
Do you
Hill.
need me to drink the full 2-ounce sample? Because it was full, Ty, by the way.
Yeah.
I
Duh.
mean, that stuff's
Okay.
not cheap.
Shoot it.
That may be the best way to get through it.
All
I'm pretty
right.
sure barrel proof. I don't remember.
It's
Coy Hill
proofy.
is-
Yeah, it's got like color wise and viscosity. It's fantastic. Smell and taste. Ooh. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
well,
we did a good
it's
Colorado
done.
going beforehand. You might be okay.
There's the yes.
You're a good man. You're a good man.
This is a good night.
Oh no, it's not. Oh. Okay.
Find the Coy Hill now. Find the Coy Hill and burn it up.
Oh, Super Bowl picks.
Oh,
Well,
all right.
Yeah,
here in
Ty's like, I'm
Ohio.
out. Yeah, I'll find this. I'll scroll through this Instagram right now.
Yeah, who's in it? I don't. Who's in the?
I was
Super
kind of
Bowl?
hoping maybe for Cincinnati to have an Ohio pool on the,
Ooh.
but I guess
Ty.
I'm rooting for Philadelphia now.
How about this? I don't know either, but let's make a bet together and see what happens.
All right.
Okay.
I like betting.
All right. Me too.
What are we betting?
Something on the Super Bowl. Is it going to be like Rihanna based or football based?
Ohio just got legalized gambling last month, so
Oh, yeah?
that's a big thing here.
All right.
Sports betting?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like online, like FanDuels and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So what do you think? We got when is it? This weekend?
No,
It's a
next
week
week.
from
Next
Sunday.
weekend.
It's
Yeah.
skip a
The
week.
12th, February 12th.
The Waste Management Open is the same time.
Well, a golf tournament?
It is.
What?
Oh,
Is that in Arizona?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
What
at
do you
the
care
same
about that?
place. I like golf.
oh.
That's the one. Have you ever seen that tournament? That's the one where everybody shows up and gets hammered, and they
The
take
one-
their
the
shirts
one par
off on
three
the
where
par
they're just up
three.
there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I would love to stay
That's
in
the
there for an
same
afternoon.
weekend as the Super Bowl. I would not want to be in that city,
Oh, yeah.
or maybe
Oh.
I do. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just putting it all together. It's all in the same city. I then
Yeah.
get the tie-in. Yeah.
Yeah. So who's in it?
Chiefs
Good
and the
Lord,
Eagles.
Ty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Chiefs. Yeah, I did hear that.
So
Yeah.
as
Edmonton
for,
and Toronto.
yeah,
That's the Grey Cup. Yeah.
The
as for
fucking
a call,
Argonauts and the Eskimos.
Just say any like Canadian term, and that's a
Rough
team up there.
Riders.
So yeah, pretty much Rough Riders. I'm not
Argonauts.
sure why that got in there, but yeah.
as per a callback from one of my just the tips a couple weeks ago, that new Heights, I've really gotten into it, and it really pains me because I've never been a fan of Philadelphia. But listening to the Kelsey brothers, I have a man crush on.
They're
Jason
playing each
Kelsey.
other in the Super Bowl.
They're playing each other,
Oh,
and I'm cheering on. Kelsey is one of those dudes that you just want to have a beer with. Well, both of them, but Jason Kelsey, like, he seems like a really cool dude. So I'm more not necessarily Team Eagles, but I'm Team Jason. Which fits, I guess.
Travis Kelsey's the kind of guy that would buy a round for the entire bar and then take everyone's girlfriends home in a limousine.
Yes.
would the round be this?
No,
Oh,
it'd probably be Jaeger bombs and Miller Lights if I were to guess how that party goes.
Ty, I'm kind of disappointed in Ian's gratitude. He didn't seem very thankful.
I'm very thankful. I'm drinking the whole thing.
You bought him that drink. You sent it clear to Canada.
Oh, there it is. 4 grain.
Yeah.
Actually, 4 grain, but it's not 4 years. Yeah,
Yeah, it's young.
it's 3 years.
110, 105.
No, 96.
Oh.
96.
Just tastes a little hotter.
In their defense, it's tough to rest it and ask for that long.
Picks up a bit of heat.
And this was purchased September 20th, 2019.
So it's aired out for 3+ years.
Yeah.
And it still didn't do anything.
Who died in the house when you cracked it open the first time? Like on fresh crack? Did like everyone pass out immediately? Did it?
No, I was actually I remember all of this. So I went solo up to my dad's cabin and stopped at one of the liquor stores that is on the way and I was trying to earn points to get like something good from them. And so it was like on the top shelf and they were all proud of it. And I was like, okay, I'll take that. And then, you got anything else? Nope. Dang it. And so I took it up to the cabin. I was by myself in the cabin, cracked it open, and I was like, I chose poorly.
It's gonna be a long weekend.
Yep. So, yeah, fortunately,
Better man than me. I would have just dumped it out.
that was not the only thing I had. I kept trying, and we
There's
have
no
a lot
trying.
of house
There's
parties.
no trying with this.
You have
Well,
to chase it by licking a trout.
We have a lot of house parties, so I kept I would
Mm.
constantly move it to the front of the bar, trying to.
Well played, Troy.
Stayed, yeah.
Mhm.
And nobody would take the bait, Ty?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I should have dumped it in a Pappy bottle and just left it out for someone.
That would be perfect.
And see if anybody complains.
If they didn't know, they would never love Pappy.
Cold blood.
So then you never have to worry about them going for that for the lottery.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also, it'd be interesting if you put it in a Pappy bottle to see how many people said that they liked it.
Oh, 100%. They would. They would.
I would not. I could no.
Yeah.
Pappy or not, this is terrible.
So I'm kind of on cognitive delay here, but so Corey, you're going to Colorado to fish on the fishing trip by this year?
October.
They haven't opened up the flights yet for Southwest, but as soon as they do, I'm going to buy it.
October. Now, is that the same year or week or whatever that Will came up last year?
Yep.
Yeah. And I still have to do the Manhattan. That the fundraiser is Thursday, but I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to do what my plan was last time, and then I bailed on it, which was chicken, which is I'm going to do the event, and then I'm going to leave at 11 o'clock at night, and I'm going to drive to Wichita, Kansas, and then I'm going to fly out on their earliest flight, and I'm just not going to sleep until I get to Colorado. It'll be fine.
There you go.
It'll be fine.
So,
Sleep on the plane.
Yeah.
Without my CPAP, that'd be great. I will snore loud enough that it will sound like someone is murdering a grizzly bear.
Man, that's content right there. Make sure you have a flannel on and throw a GoPro beside you. It would be perfect.
Let's have an episode about CPAPs. I think
Man, this audience just got older for sure.
Yeah. Well, our group got older going fishing in Taneycomo here a couple weeks ago because distilled water is now on the packing list.
On the shipping list.
Because of dudes have to put it in their fucking CPAP machines.
Yeah.
Like it used to be, how many cases of beer do we have? And they'll be like, hey, don't forget 2 gallons of distilled water. That way we could put it on our CPAPs. Like, holy crap.
Oh, geez.
Oh, man.
When you're done with sneakers, Corey, you can always go into the customized CPAP
Ooh,
market.
custom CPAP masks. Yeah.
I doubt anybody's doing that.
I do. Yeah, I probably have real.
I could totally make
The
a vinyl
market is
cover for the
yours.
machine.
Yeah. Could you pay it to look like it was like a starfish on my face or something?
That would be pretty
Oh, we
sweet.
could
Yeah, I just paint them up to look like
like a tarantula or something.
like your Maverick, like your.
Oh, yeah.
Maverick or Vader. Yeah.
Troy, I could totally get you a facsimile of the little alien, the little superfish thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just glue it to your CPAP. It would look awesome.
Yeah.
I'm already looking
He
it up.
wakes up in the middle of the night freaking out.
Yeah. I'm just something to spice it up. Spice it up a little bit.
My sleep went really good to really bad. Every time I wake up, I'm up for hours.
Oh, I told you guys we just got a new mattress a couple weeks ago. That thing's working out beautifully. I mean, I'm sleeping like a
Here we
baby.
go.
You gotta flip that thing over once in a while. You know what I mean?
The mattress.
Yeah, that's what they say. I don't know.
Thank you. That was
You just set them up. I'm just here for the.
yeah.
By the way, this Coy Hill, I'm not usually the in search of dude. This is crazy good.
Isn't that good?
So it's cherry cola, like cranked up to super high proof. So this is like, if you wanted to go ultimate Jack and Coke, it's like that in a glass is weird enough. That's
wow.
It's
Look at the color of that stuff in his glass.
Yeah.
It looks like cola.
I switched up back to Wild Turkey 101 because I downed my 2 ounces
Needed a palate cleanser
in a glass. Yeah, and it's affecting this.
It's rough.
Weird stuff.
It's rough. Yeah, I've tried cocktails with it, and it cuts through. Like,
oh no,
yeah, it's not good.
No. I don't know what you do with that. Maybe
dump it out.
Nope. Yeah. The Pappy bottle might be the thing.
That I might have. I've got a lot B that's almost killed. I may do that
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
just to mess with someone at some point. So
Yeah.
Like 140 proof. Is this right?
yeah.
Koi,
Yeah,
everything's
because
above
there's
that,
like
right?
Well,
Yeah.
there's one. I know there's one that's like 138 something. So it depends on which batch of the
Okay.
Koi Hill it was.
Bring on all of it.
Yeah.
So
Insert.
Andrew's throwing this up. Oh,
I was like,
my computer's not well.
The gentleman jack will work.
There we go.
I'm just saying, if I live somewhere and you can't get Wild Turkey 101, I'm moving.
Andrew,
Amen.
I have a package I have to send to you. So do you need some Wild Turkey 101? If you do, say SOS and I'll send it to
We
you.
can airlift that stuff.
Yeah.
Not trying to be dirty, but what's in the package?
I was like, I think Andrew just got a package today too from Colorado.
Would it be like something like that?
It would be, yeah.
They're sexy.
Just look at that.
What else do you mail?
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
What's that?
You know,
I'm sorry. I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either.
Oh yeah.
Something in the mail from Colorado, and then I was like,
Oh yeah. Got it.
see,
And did you send Andrew the sample?
No.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't suck at football.
yeah.
roasted.
I'm good at that.
Speaking of which, Andrew actually won a bottle from our league.
That's true.
He got a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof store pick from around my neck of the woods.
Awesome.
Highest single game? Is that what?
Highest single game.
Yeah.
Technically, Grease won that too, but I wasn't going to give him two prizes.
Yeah, I mean,
So I took
because
the
here's the
second
thing
best.
about Grease. You're going to send him that bottle that he won. He's either going to forget to pick it up, he's going to immediately lose it, he's going to leave it in his car. It's going to be wasted.
Who said I sent it? He thinks he already has it. What are you talking about?
And plus, he didn't turn a lineup in for the last 6 weeks. And somehow
That's
come in
what's
to win.
amazing to me that he no.
I hate that guy.
Yeah.
How football works.
I know.
Yeah.
That's son of a gun.
All right. So Super Bowl, who are we picking?
Well, I really don't have a team, so what I'm just looking forward to is like all the snacks and the blowout party. We get together like a big family thing, and my mom cooks a big spread. So that's about all I really care about. But if I was a betting man,
Yeah.
I'm saying the Eagles.
Are you?
They seem pretty well put together.
I mean,
Yeah.
Mahomes is hurt, right? Still?
Yeah. I don't know how.
He'll
He
be
was
fine.
hurt against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I see Natalie saying the Chiefs,
On
but
one leg.
Nat's always been
Yeah.
on the Chiefs. Nat has a unnatural affinity for Patrick Mahomes.
A lot of
that's
legs.
not nice.
I was gonna
That's
say
not-
there's a lot of people that do. Yeah.
He sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah,
Hey,
throws like
Lord.
4 though. So you know.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
a good quarterback.
So before my kids moved to Oklahoma, we used to, when there was a Super Bowl that nobody had any stake in the game or cared to watch, we actually would go bowling during the same time and watch it on the screen. But we had the Superb Owl trophy for bowling, and we would always compete for the Superb Owl. And we had I think my daughter has it, big gold owl, and we just put it on the table and we just bowl instead of watching the game.
That's awesome.
I do that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I live in Kansas, so almost all my friends cheer for the Chiefs. So I want the Chiefs to win just because it make my buddies happy.
Yeah.
But so as a former football analyst back in the day, so this is an interesting game because you have the two teams that were the highest scoring teams in each conference. The highest scoring team in the AFC per game, Chiefs. Highest scoring team per game in the NFC, Eagles. And they're both so the first time in like a very long time that the two teams that had the most sacks in each conference are playing against each other. So that's going to be like this should be if you don't have a rooting interest, you should be excited about this Super Bowl because this should
I
be
agree.
an incredibly close game. Vegas has it as pretty much a pick 'em. Like I think it's a 1.5, and it's swung back and forth between the two.
Really?
Wow.
So, yeah, I'd take the under in Kansas City.
The under, really?
I think the under is like 49 unless it's moved.
49 points?
Yeah, like I could easily see this game being like the Chiefs
Yeah.
game against the Bengals, where it's 23-20, and it's somebody kicks a last second field goal or something. So,
I could see under, but I actually would choose the Eagles, not just because of Kelsey, but I honestly think the return of a healthy Lane Johnson as their tackle is going to make a big difference, like he did in the last game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if
Do the
you're
Eagles-
nitpicking straws, I mean that's a pretty big straw.
Do the Eagles have anybody that was from their run on the team still?
Say again.
Do the Eagles have
Oh,
anybody
like 4
from
years
their
ago?
run? Yeah.
There's all sorts of back and forth. At least you have the head coaches. All the coaches are pretty much intertwined.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, and Dominic and Sue.
Mhm.
Right? I think that could be a factor.
He's on the Eagles, right?
yeah. So
Mhm.
the interesting thing for Kansas City is so they apparently held stuff out of their game against Cincinnati the first time. So expecting to play them in the playoffs, that they pulled out, that they set up with formations from the first time they played them earlier this year. Like it's going to be nuts, man.
That's so
Mahomes-
heady.
And Mahomes is
Yeah.
crazy. Like that dude on one leg was. The flip is that was also. Wasn't cheering for either team. That Chiefs Bengals game was one of the worst officiated games I've seen in a long time.
It did seem pretty weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was.
I've heard that one was a little fishy.
Terrible.
I will say,
Eagles game wasn't much better, right? Like there was a catch early on, a one-handed catch by an Eagles player that they counted along the sidelines. That was absolutely not a catch, and they eventually scored touchdown. But yeah, it's super interesting. So those are two teams that to get super football inside baseball or inside football on you. It's built in radically different ways, right? Like so, the Eagles are rookie quarterback that they're not paying hardly at all, second-round quarterback, and they've got all the big shit receivers, right? Like they. AJ Brown, they went and got in the offseason. They got the Adams kid from Alabama, who's a first-round draft pick. The Chiefs, on the other hand, have like a $50 million all-world quarterback, and therefore have no money to spend anywhere else. Traded away Tyreek Hill and still made it to the Super Bowl. Like it's two totally opposite ways to build
on that line too. I would say that if we're going straws for the Chiefs, if the Chiefs rookie defensive backs keep playing like they did, I think that could be another turn. Those two rookies were playing lights out, and if they can replicate any of that in the next game, that could be interesting.
Yeah. And I like I don't like, but Frank Clark is crazy good. Defensive lineman for the Chiefs. I don't know. Like this is such a close game. I love it, and that's all I want. Super Bowl
gonna be fun.
Like as long as the game is competitive, I'm in. I'll also be watching it with some of the Pyro Crew guys. So there's like a high chance if the Chiefs win that they'll set off fireworks. So I like it.
Yeah. So now I'm rooting for the Chiefs. Yeah.
Yeah,
too.
seriously, me too.
Allegedly.
Because the videos over text are fun. So Chiefs better win. Yes. Well,
Yeah, I don't think I can cheer for the Chiefs being in Colorado. Like that's
Probably not.
highly frowned upon.
Mhm.
So
And Denver's my team. Like I've always cheered for Denver, mostly because my dad cheered for the Chiefs so much. I just really pissed him off when I cheered for him as a kid.
Just contrary.
What do you think about your head coach pick?
yeah,
seems
Denver
right.
just got a new coach.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I know a lot of people that are excited, but
Drew Brees is coming out of retirement, and
that would-
yeah.
Yeah, I think Sean Payton's their best chance to fix Russell Wilson, and we'll put it that way. And
Okay.
that's like their
See,
only-
I hadn't heard that. Did they get Sean Payton?
Yeah.
Just like yesterday.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I gotta.
I think that Denver already fucked up giving Russell Wilson $250 million
Mm.
in the first place. So now you have to double down. Like that's your only out, right? Is to fix Russ Wilson, and I think that Sean Payton is the best way to fix it. But if it goes wrong, You're
It's
so
gonna be
screwed.
bad.
Like,
Yeah.
you're-
I don't know if there is a
I think you
fix
just need
for
somebody to
Russ
slap him
Wilson.
in the face to quit acting like a douche.
You can't.
Sean
you can't.
Payton can definitely do that.
Yeah, I don't know if he will. I don't know if he'll get it. He'll be like, my wife's Sierra. Leave me alone. Like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We will see. So who's in for next week? Jason, are you here?
I might be working nights.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because I was like, man, with this football talk, we should just have a straight up football week. But if Jason's working, that may not work.
I can go huddle in the car. No deal.
Maybe we'll have a pre-recorded one.
You might find me frozen out there, but
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said, Ian. We'd have a pre-recorded one.
Yeah.
That would
Let's
require
organize something.
planning and
What do you mean? Like 20 minutes before the show opens, I'm like, here's the link. Let's go. Yeah. I know. I feel it.
I think I'm good for next Wednesday. I think so. Maybe I'll have
And-
another pair of sneakers done by then.
and the week after that, I might be on location because I'm on the countdown. My daughter's due date is in 5 days.
No way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so anytime now. I'm actually going to go spend a week on my week off at the end of the month. So I'll be down in Oklahoma for 5 or 6 days.
You know, Oklahoma's where the wind comes rolling down the plains.
How do you feel? I feel like there's an opportunity here. Jason, how do you feel right now about this?
About
Being a grandpa.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's still surreal because I'm not in the same state. I don't get to see her. She'll send me pictures and we joke back and forth texting wise, and she's just like me. She doesn't let anything bother her. So you ask her if she's okay. She's like, I'm all right.
I'm kind of
I got an 8-pound
child.
Yeah.
Because Jason and Natalie are like the kindest, best host.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
Send you random shit in the mail. I got a drinking horn before I went to
a holster.
A grandchild is going to be.
She's and it's a girl too. It's a little girl. It's over.
oh, duh.
Oh no.
We've already searched. We've already been looking for like tartan weavers in Scotland when we're there because I'm going to buy her first little kilt.
Oh yeah.
And her little.
Yep. Yeah. This kid's got it made.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Made.
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
I can't tell you how many times we've gone to a store and just Nat's literally sad that she can't buy something to spoil a grandkid or a kid. It's been so bad that we've actually brought stuff home and given it to my best friend's kids just because we wanted to give it to somebody.
You sent stuff to other people's kids.
I know. I have like hair ties and how to do hair. Jason, I get a package in the mail. And it's like, it's for Ian. And Sarah's like, this is for you. I was like, what's this? I open it up. It's like how to do braids. I'm like, I'm never going to learn this. Like, this is insane. It's like full of Viking braids. I'm like, Jason, I love you, buddy, but my hands do not work like that.
You can undo bolts from behind, like firewall.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
You could figure it out.
My daughter says that
firewall.
Like, I want this one. It's the hardest thing, like a side braid with all this stuff. I'm like, are you kidding? She loves that book, by the way.
I'm glad.
Ian put that braid in with thread lock, so it hasn't come back out.
Zip locks, yeah. Behind it, it's really scratchy, Dad.
Lock, it ain't coming out.
Zit, zit.
Yeah.
Shop vac and zip ties.
Yeah, I saw a meme with that recently where it's like, here's the pigtails, and it's like 2 zip ties just sticking up. Yeah.
Hey, if it works,
I'd get shot.
No,
yeah, my wife would shoot me.
Well taken care of and spoiled rotten by you, Jason. You'll be
can't wait.
The braddest set of grandparents between you and Nat. Like you'll be amazing.
That's gonna be the exciting flannel panel when we talk about Jason's grandparent adventures.
Yeah.
The U-Haul truck of stuff that they send down.
It'll be great.
I can't wait. It'll
And
That
I'm
just kicks
stoked.
off.
I'm stoked for you, man. It's
Yeah,
exciting.
Jason's not significantly older than me. He's older than me, but not crazy amount older. I'd like for Jason to be my grandpa. Like that.
I'm in.
Seriously, sign
So
me up.
just
Like,
this is your first grandchild, right? Don't
First
count.
one, yeah. I think we
Wow.
Maybe
I got married very young.
we'll have Clint on with the
yeah.
grandparent.
Oh,
ooh,
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, because Clint's got like 15
I
or
need some
I was gonna
wisdom
say
from
Clint's got a
Clint.
starting offense for footballs. Bringing
they
it
have
back
a
to
grandkid every 3
football.
months.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
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 Nat, look at this.
Oh gosh, those are so terrible.
Not sure.
I was hoping you'd forget those.
Nat is just trying to create a future customer with
Yeah.
Oh, it was so yeah, it works too. I remember unpacking those and I opened this one giant box with nothing but those creepy ass dolls. I mean, and she wanted to set them up in the spare bedroom. I was like, no.
Oh,
I don't put my foot down very much at all. But I'll
smart
draw
man.
the line at creepy dolls.
Yeah.
so we had a this was like not long after we moved to Walmigo. Kim and I bought our first house here, which would have been like, what's my son, 18 years, so like 19 years ago. Our next door neighbors were sweethearts. He was literally the drug dog cop for the county, for Pot County. So the drug dog was like in the backyard next door, which is fine. It's fine.
He only went off a couple times.
Yeah, I gave him doggy biscuits. We were buddies. It was fun. It was grooming, but it's fine. And then she was a nurse. They went on vacation and they asked Kim and I, "Hey, we have a cat. Could you come over and replace the cat food and make sure the cat has water? We'll leave you the key, the whole thing, and bring the mail in, that kind of thing, neighborly stuff." We're like, "Sure, no problem." So I did that the first day. I walked in, went immediately back to our house and told Kim, "You have to come next door and see this." So walking in, this is a small house, little 2-bedroom kind of like slab bungalow house, no basement, just, I don't know, probably maybe 1,000 square feet, just a little house, right? Every square inch of this house had like knick-knack creepy dolls in it. I mean, the couch covered, shelves covered, entertainment center covered, in the kitchen, in the dining room, like they were fucking everywhere, Jason. It was like straight out of a horror movie, and they're all, of course, staring at you. And they walk in, and
they follow you.
They follow your soul.
Holy shit! It was if a cuckoo clock or something would have gone on, I would have had a heart attack and died in that house, like guaranteed. I would have just passed out dead. It was the craziest shit ever. I will. I told Kim, I was like, "Well, I'll go back over and water again here in a couple days, but only during the daytime. I'm not going over there." It was so creepy. They were everywhere. There were hundreds.
Oh my!
I will say that Nat missed an opportunity. I'm glad she's not as crazy as I am, because she got them all out and set them on the end of the bed, and that's when I saw them all, and I put them all back in the box. If she would have got up and put them back on the bed the next day, I probably would have moved out. that would have been
So what would have happened is she would have put him back on the bed, and you'd be like, "Why'd you put him back on the bed?" She would be like, "I didn't.
I didn't. What are you talking
exactly.
about? Exactly. then I would be buying a 5-gallon bag of salt and putting it around every room in the house.
Circles.
Well, Troy, just for you, I
Yes,
think
sir.
that leads us in, dude. Just the
Just the tips.
Just the tips."
I will say, if you didn't watch last week's episode, Jason has an awesome "Just the Tips."
Oh,
It's on the back of a shirt that is homemade.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah.
beautiful. It's
yeah.
beautiful. So go back and check that out. Last week,
I think I spilled the beans last week, but he's in the process of making some mugs for y'all. With the same logo.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Love
He's doing it. I'll be picking him up when we go down to Oklahoma. He's so
Nice.
excited. So
You know, Oklahoma City is only like 4 hours from me, right?
I
Really?
am aware.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
And it's also very close to Dallas. I think Nat has something in the works too.
It's also, yes, so Oklahoma City is kind of like dead in the middle between me and Dallas. Yep.
I could definitely. I'm sure I could have plenty of time to. Because that's the hard part about being in Oklahoma. I love my daughter. I want to be there all the time.
Buddy, it's one of the things that's difficult about being in Oklahoma.
Yeah, there's
But I'm in Oklahoma.
Yeah. How far is Oklahoma from you, Jason?
a long way.
16 hours. 16-hour
wow.
drive.
Yeah.
At
My-
least.
My son drove the last, but he's crazy. He takes his Adderall and drives
you're
for
in
like
Oklahoma
16
City-
hours straight.
Just allegedly, Conway could drive 4 hours, and I could drive 4 hours, and we could
Oh, yeah.
be in Oklahoma City.
Bring cigars.
Note to self, Nat. I mean, there's got to be someplace in Oklahoma that's not too terrible.
Toby Keats. It's in Bricktown.
Well, it
Found
sounds
it.
like it's already
I
done.
love this bar.
Yeah. I think it's Conway's favorite place in Oklahoma City.
All right.
I mean, it's Oklahoma City. There's got to be a Hooters somewhere.
Hooters.
Oh man.
We
All
go
right.
start again. We're good.
Just the tips.
Anybody got just the tips?
I kind of do, but I'll let Troy
I
go
wanna
because
put
this is much
Troy
more
on the
important.
All right.
Like, just
I'll go first.
let
'cause
first
mine
one.
stinks
Squirm.
on ice. My just a tip are high-powered binoculars.
Oh my. Where hold up.
I love how you have so much thought. This is just so.
I
I just imagine you
What-
sitting there for hours dreaming.
Should I
thinking
stop the
about this.
stream? Where are we going with
No.
this?
No, this is good. This happened just tonight.
Oh
So
This is getting Troy arrested
Yeah.
immediately.
yeah, I'm getting ready for to get on the stream here, and I need to get a glass of water because it's a long show.
'Cause
So I
alcohol.
go upstairs. I open, I'm in the basement. So I come up out of the basement and the house is totally black. And Patty is standing at the kitchen sink with a pair of binoculars. I didn't even know we owned binoculars. She is looking out the kitchen window through our backyard, and there's 100 yards past our backyard is a state route. And there is actually a DUI stop on the road. And she is looking and she's like, look. And she on the hood of the car, they got this lady pulled out of the car, and it looks like a bottle of Tito's, like a 175 of Tito's on the hood. They got a backpack and a bunch of weight bags. They got 5 cops, 1 unmarked police car. So and she keeps trying to hand me the binoculars, and I can't see anything. So I think if I had some of those binoculars, like the things like this big on the end, I
A
could
spotting scope? Yeah, get
Yeah, I
a
need
spotting
something
scope
big.
out there.
But
Yeah.
so it was like it's been a big night for Patty upstairs. So the whole house is dark because she doesn't want anybody looking in the windows. And she has been up there for 45 minutes. And actually, as the show was going on, she came down. She said she witnessed her first breathalyzer
Homicide.
test. So they got her out of the
sorry.
car,
Oh, nice.
uncuffed her, walked her around a little bit, cuffed her back up, and threw her back in the car, towed her vehicle, and off they went. So, yeah.
Real life cops right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so big night in Ohio. Big night.
Put that in the back of your head, Troy, because next time you have a gift giving occasion, you can now get her a police scanner.
Oh, yeah.
And you
Spotter
also
scope.
described
Yeah.
most of the plot of Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window.
It's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was totally her. Yeah.
I was not expecting that whatsoever. Yes.
Well, while you guys were, I had to
High-powered
mute myself for a
binoculars
second.
for peeping, basically.
While she was
yes.
giving me the information, but they had to cuff her and scuff her, or cuff her and stuff.
Scuffer and Stuffer, I think, but
Yeah.
Scuffer
Scuffer.
is a different thing.
That's one too many drinks right there. Go ahead.
It's better than the other. Oh, man.
All right. So
High-powered binoculars.
high-powered
Well,
binoculars.
Mine's not much better, but so this comes from the night shift shopping spree. I don't know
Oh,
why the hell
boy.
I bought it.
Okay.
And then we have a lot of good ones, but this one I actually kind of enjoy in a weird way because, pizza can get, as great as pizza is, it can get really monotonous to cut. But not if you have the Viking Axe
Oh my
pizza
gosh.
cutter.
Fuck.
Scalp somebody with that.
This is going weird, guys.
Yes,
Like, what in the world?
it's awesome.
And
the
if
hell
you
is that on?
if you shut all the lights off, get high powered binoculars, and have that in your hand, it'll
Hell
be
yeah.
perfect. Yes.
telling you, I've made pizza 3 times just so I could use it.
Make sure you're wearing your Slayer shirt, and it'll be perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. And my Viking horn. So
All right.
order it
so,
on Amazon or order it
high-powered
on
binoculars.
Instagram and wait 6 to 8 months for it to get here from Taiwan.
What is up with? All
All
right.
right, that really bad.
Just yeah.
Corey,
Am I supposed to try to rescue this? Is this
or just
Yeah,
tip it
fix it.
over, whatever you want. Yeah.
yeah. So listen, so we went fishing again in the cold because that's what we do. I did also catch a gigantic fish.
You did.
It's true.
Mhm.
So 20.25 inch brown trout, which is a freaking hog. So I was happy with that. But that was mostly just bragging.
Tune in to hear the full story on
Hey,
8
if
times
you-
up
you
outdoors.
recommend-
Right.
He recommends it.
8XL. Listen, I think I should be a sponsored fisherman at this point. I think that's like
I think you kind of are.
I kind of am. Most of my gear is free. So, fishing in the cold. So, there's a couple things. My most important thing is if my feet get cold, I'm done for the day, right? Like always. So that's and you'll have the $1 million boot crew and all the other stuff, which is some of my guys are. So what I do in my cheat is I buy the hot hands ones that are supposed to have sticky on them that are supposed to go on the bottoms of your feet, right? But you don't put them on the bottoms of your feet. You take the sticky off and you curl them over your toes like this so that it covers from the bottom over the top of your toes, and then stick your foot down in your muck boots and it'll keep the toe of your boot super warm the entire time, and you're good for about 6 hours. But the sticky ones that are supposed to go across the whole bottom of your foot are good, but don't put it across the bottom of your feet because you're never like, man, my heel's really cold. This sucks. It's always your toes. So curl it over your toes with the stickiness and then put it in your boot. Solid every time.
What
Very nice.
what type of boot are you talking about?
I wear thin solate muck boots.
Okay. And that doesn't do it for you?
The thin solate muck boots?
Yeah.
Ian is so concerned about your.
Yeah, listen,
I'm like,
Canada,
wait a
like
minute.
it doesn't go negative 30
Like-
here. I'm not.
Okay.
it's
Oh, fair
conditioned.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're using like hot hands on your feet, which
Yep.
sweat in
No.
insulate boots. Like
No.
it doesn't make sense at all.
Well,
You do it
I
wrong,
might be
of course.
using cheaper boots.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I'm like, wait a minute.
Or fish in the summertime. I don't know. Figure it out.
So listen, this is a pretty good conversation to be had. So we were taking some shit for fishing in January because it's cold as F. And someone's like, why do you fish in January? It's like, well, we fish in January and the same reason that we fish in January is the same reason that we also stay at a resort that's not a super nice resort. Because if we fished in March at a nice resort with a jacuzzi, our wives would ask to go. So that's why we go in January when it's cold as shit, and we stay in a place with little tiny cabins with not great hot water that just has a
Gotcha.
boat dock and no amenities. So yeah, we're thinking it through.
I like
Very
it.
nice.
Yeah. So that should have been your just a tip. Forget this boot thing.
Yeah.
Well, listen, if you go in March and it's nice out, there'll be someone will have the idea. Well, the wives will go, and then we'll just go do like a wine tasting or something while y'all
Spa
fish. Like,
day.
nope,
You know,
Nope,
I know
nope,
of a
nope.
fishing trip that's happened to.
it's a
They
terrible
actually go-
idea.
They have to go twice a year to bring the wives on the second trip because they want to go shopping.
It's some
and-
bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah.
The wife should just go on their own trip. And I'd rather pay for that.
You never hear of a dude asking to tag along on his wife's trip.
No,
You never hear of that.
Have you met my friend Jason?
Jason's wife goes to drink whiskey in Scotland. It's a slightly different gig.
Yeah, I guess so.
But hold on. He would also go on the trip to go get his
Yeah.
beard manicured and waxed.
He's like, wait, we're going to a spa? I'm in.
That
Oh, yeah.
wasn't there. That was just Jason. It was on his own.
We just happen to be there.
Yeah.
So anyway, put hot hands in your boots. Dude.
All right.
There we go.
There we go.
If you have crappy boots.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
I mean, that's not as good as binoculars, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
He's
Uh,
trying
well,
to bring it
it's-
back a little. He's trying
Yeah.
to bring it back.
Ty, what do you got?
I feel terrible now. Like mine is nothing. I watched the new Knives Out movie. The Glass.
Glass
great
Onion.
show.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was fantastic. Like
was
go watch
great.
it. I watched
Yeah.
it on
Glass
the
Onion?
plane. Yeah. Oh yeah, Glass Onion.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great.
I
So
loved it.
that's all I got. It was
I
good.
laughed out loud in the theater at the reveal at the very end when he starts talking about it. Obviously, I'm not going to give details, but
No spoiler.
at the end, I'm just saying at the very end when he does his little detective thing, I laughed out loud.
Oh,
the
yeah,
result.
it's so good.
It's
Yeah,
a great
it's so
one.
well done.
Yeah.
So
And just to throw in a music one, that I don't. It's been a minute since I've been on the show. If you haven't listened to the Zach Bryan "All My Homies Hate Ticketmaster" live record, that's incredible.
I'm actually pretty sure you said that on the last one I was on.
And I'll probably say it on the next one. And I'll
It was
probably
a
say it on the
different
next
You
one.
should.
Zach Bryan thing.
And
Yeah.
then the
Just
other
listen
one,
to it.
It was.
and then the one in March, and then I'll probably say it again in April. There'll be a new record.
I have not listened to it, so I'll have to go check it out.
Well, then it didn't take.
Yeah. Ian,
All
you're
right.
up.
I'll close it out with just the tip. So yesterday, my wife's like, "You have to rush home from work because we're going skating with a bunch of kindergarten kids or grade twos." And I'm like, "Great." So she's like, "You have to get on the ice." I was like, "Oh, last time I was skating was probably 10 years ago and 35 pounds ago. So we'll see how this goes." And the skates weren't sharpened, so it's fine. But I got on the ice, and these 2-year-olds are like, "I want to race." And I was like, "Okay." So I raced these 2-year-olds around the rink a bunch of times. And I'm not a hockey player. I'm not the best skater, but I had a blast. Yet my back is incredibly sore today, and all the muscles hurt. But I had the best time because I just jumped on and I didn't care. So Ty, on his Performer's Dream channel, which if you haven't checked out, please do, said, "Don't be afraid to fail, or don't be afraid to try something new." And that's basically where I'm at in life, is like, I don't care what I look like. I don't care what the end result is, but I got to push myself to be a little bit better. And I did that with these grade twos, which are like, 7-year-olds that don't, it really doesn't matter, but it mattered to me, and it made me feel pretty good. So I challenge everyone, that the 5 people that are watching and whoever watches this afterwards, to step out a little bit further, challenge yourself, and do something fun that you may not think is fun, because it'll change your life.
Do all the fun stuff.
There it is.
Do all the fun stuff.
Love it.
Have all the fun drinks, except for 80 Laws, whatever that crap was.
Yeah, don't do that.
Let's do that.
Enjoy Coy Hill because it's
Ooh.
delicious. Thank you, Michael Williams.
It's crazy good.
And until next time,
Stay buttoned up.
Stay buttoned
stay
up.
buttoned up.
Keep your feet warm.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.